our constant thoughts and input coming into our experience from outside of us feels like a heavy, dense layer. They can get stuck, and different colors and prisms and facets of seeing through it. And when we are able to move some of that stuff out to the edges and make space and give ourselves room to exist without being consumed, controlled, and completely steeped in the illusion, we have space to see through it or see past it and to consider it just information and not an absolute. We are able to not be completely saturated in it, and we can see how it's a layer. I just got this image after my energy center clearing meditation, that our thoughts and our illusions and our perceptions and the ideas that are just constantly coming in here it's like its own energetic bubble. And I've talked about how I have been calling out my thoughts and being aware of them and not allowing myself to get on board with them, talking to them to remind myself in each and every moment that every thought and feeling and energy that is coming into my experience is not my ultimate truth, because I need it that way. I need to program myself to remember in each and every moment as these pop in that they have no control over me. That's how I'm doing it for myself. Some people can just let it float by. I need a little bit more aggressiveness to be in there. I needed to constantly be aware of it. Now, I don't think that I'll always have to be doing it like this, but calling it out gives me that space, that room to see it as just a film, as just a layer, as just a energy moving through, just a little bit of something that I don't have to hold on to. It gives me space and room to connect into my higher self, to connect into my higher knowing, and witness and look at it as just something moving through. It helps allow us to build the awareness of seeing it from a more objective perspective. Because some of the stuff, just when we emotionally latch onto it or we focus in it, gets so heavy and dense and feels so real. But there's a quote that I have on my dream board, and it says something like this. It's not completely quoted perfectly. My dog's barking in the background. Pay no attention to that. It says something about we are not our thoughts and our feelings. We are merely the space between which they flow. And I was laying on my bed and looking at that the other day. And now, today, as I've moved energy through, I can see how that is just a perspective. To witness all the input as just input for us to connect to attach to focus on or not. And so through doing that, we are able to liberate ourselves. I feel liberated because, man, some of the stuff, just all these feelings of it and these perception is like, can get overwhelming. And I feel like that space again is giving me room to be like, okay, it's just the flow of things. It's just the input. It's just the programs of when I was a kid. This is just how I was programmed. I don't have to give it the energy. Don't have to give it focus. I can let it be there without it controlling me. I can let it just move on out. And that was some relief. That's some relief. It helps us to not worry about situations that might normally stress us out. We get to strip off some of the heaviness of that, and just be like, it's just my next step. It's what I want. This is what I'm hoping for. I'm just going to move through it and feel good about it. It's part of my practice. It's part of my moving forward. It's part of the energy here. It is what it is, and it's okay. I don't have to give it any more meaning than it has. I don't have to be scared. I don't have to be annoyed. I can just sit with it. Anyways, that's the perception shift that I'm sharing today. Whatever that means to you, whatever insight you got from that, I'm grateful you showed up to receive the message. Until the next video, love and laughter.